What is the problem with being needy in sales, and how can you tell that you're being needy? I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about how you can step away from being needy in the sales process. So if you sell a product, a service, a widget, or a gizmo, there's typically an amount that it costs in the marketplace. And let's just say that this thing is $10,000. Well, if all of a sudden I'm pricing this thing at $5,000, in the mind of the buyer, in the mind of the consumer, the first thing they look around, they're like, hey, what's wrong? Why is this selling for less than the market value? It's got to be fake. There's got to be fraud. There's got to be a problem. There's got to be an issue. Now, you're going to have a few people who are like, just sign me up. I'll take it. It's cheap. I'll buy it. But what this really relates to in the mind of a lot of buyers is they're like, there's something wrong here. That sales guy is being needy, and it scares me. So the answer is no. Well, anytime that I've ever watched a salesperson have this problem, the more that buyer says no, the more the salesperson tries to discount. It's absolutely insane. So let's say the product's 10 grand, they're selling it for 5. Part of the problem right there. The buyer says no, the sales guy goes 4,500. And then the buyer's like, no way. There's something wrong. You are in panic mode. You are in free fall. There is a huge issue here. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it. So they're going to give you an objection like, I got to think about it, or I still got to talk to other people, okay? So you got to know that there is a certain value for your product. And if you exceed too much of a discount, you are going to find that the buyer is not going to know what to do with it. They don't know how to translate that in their head. Yes, you're going to have a few people go, fantastic, sign me up. This is why you got to be very strategic about how you discount. And this is why, like, if you're in an industry that goes in cycles and somebody puts out information way before they're supposed to. So you remember, I grew up in the heating and air world, and so there's different cycles of that. I grew up around plumbing. There's different cycles of that too. So let me give you an example. Typically in Sacramento, from about February 15th, from about Valentine's Day, February 14th, to about tax day, for about 60 days, it's not, there's like, the weather's nice for the most part in Sacramento. Nobody's using their air conditioner. Nobody's using their furnace. They might. So, the companies would go out and they would say like 10% off or 15% off. But the companies that were in a lot of trouble, they'd be like 30% off or 40% off. Well, it was a sign for a lot of the buyers to go, wait a minute, sounds like a good deal. Sounds like a good deal, but there's a problem. So what you need to know is if you are offering too big of a discount or offering too big of a discount too quick, you may scare your buyer, and in their mind, they may look around and go, that sales guy is needy, it scares me, and I'm not going to buy it. And they may not say that to you. You're probably going to get an objection like, I want to think about it, or it costs too much, or I'm still getting 3 bids, right? That's typically what you're going to hear, something along those lines. But what they're really saying is, you went too needy, too quick, there's a problem here, I don't know what it is, and I really don't want to be the guy that you test it out on. So there you go. Be careful about how you discount. You got to be very strategic about it, because if you don't, it's going to come across as super needy. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last off, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.